What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back again to talk about some good news with the New York Jets on the offensive line. So, it looks like we have two new healthy additions to this offensive line. We will start with the one that is going to make everybody happy, and that is Joe Tippmann, the rookie center who's been playing right guard. He was back practicing with the team today. That has got to be a good sign for him as he attempts to make his comeback to play on Monday Night Football. I think it's important that they play on Monday night this week versus on Sunday. That extra day could be the difference from him playing or not playing. And I said this, I believe, yesterday, but with all due respect to Xavier Newman, I would feel significantly more comfortable with the rookie center than I would with Xavier Newman. Newman made a really big play in a big spot, goes down, spots the ball. We know the drill. We all know the drill at this point. We know what happened at the end of the game. It was a really, really nice play. But he also got beat a ton. Dexter Lawrence had a field day. And not that, Dexter Lawrence is some slouch. He's a phenomenal interior defensive lineman. He's spectacular. But I would feel much better about the Jets getting, honestly, probably their second best offensive lineman back on the season. Like, if you're going from left to right and looking at every single player that's played on this offensive line this year, they lost their best one in Elijah Vera Tucker, which stinks. But their second best offensive lineman was probably Joe Tippmann at right guard. And now he's going to, I would imagine if he's healthy, he's moving in to center. Xavier Newman, maybe he plays at right guard. You could have Billy Turner play right guard also. There's a lot of different things the New York Jets could do with that offensive line. Again, it's not necessarily plug and play for who is going to go where. They have a bunch of different options in which they could go. If Joe Tippmann is healthy, my assumption is that he would be put at center, though, his natural position, rather than at guard, and having a much more inexperienced Xavier Gipson do it. Although, again, we appreciate him for doing it. That's not his natural position. Joe Tippmann's natural position is center. It just makes significantly more sense for the New York Jets to plug him back in that spot. The second guy that we heard of is Duane Brown. So the New York Jets activate Duane Brown, activate his practice window. So he practiced, he's out there with the team. He's got 21 days to come back and play. Will he play on Monday night? We'll see how slow the New York Jets want to bring him back or ramp him back up. But Duane Brown, being someone who's coming back into the fold, changes a lot of things. We talked yesterday about this, but in case you missed it, it sounded like Robert Saleh was dead set on having Duane Brown at left tackle and moving Mekhi Becton back to right tackle. We could debate whether that makes sense for a few different reasons. The people who are on the side of keep Mekhi Becton on the left side, which is someone like myself, is because, number one, I'm not convinced that Max Mitchell's worse than Duane Brown right now. And I also think, for the most part, Becton's played well on the left side, and you don't want to mess with that. Laken Tomlinson and Mekhi Becton, I think, have actually been pretty solid the last few weeks. They had a bad offensive line game against the Giants. There's no denying that, but I think for the most part, they've held up okay. And for those who are against Mekhi Becton playing the left tackle and would put Duane there and move Mekhi Becton back, is because, well, he has the flexibility to play both sides. Duane Brown has pretty much exclusively played left tackle, and well, I hear you on that. I really do. I get it. I don't know if I want to make the left tackle spot worse just because someone has played that position for the entire time. It was different in the beginning of the year when he looked like just, he looked like he was going to be healthy and coming back and play, but trying to fight through an injury, coming back from an injury, and just get a guaranteed spot, he plugs right in. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Mekhi Becton has earned it. I think he's played well enough to earn it, and the continuation of the flip-flopping back and forth, that can't be good for Mekhi. And then if Mekhi gets hurt, then you're really screwed. Then you're really SOL at that point. But I don't know if we're going to see Duane Brown this week. If the Jets do play Duane Brown, maybe you get Duane Brown, Laken Tomlinson, Joe Tippmann, right guard up in the air, and then Mekhi Becton at right tackle, which Becton played the first two games at right tackle this year. and then he switched over and has played left tackle ever since. He does have the flexibility to do it. I liked his answer yesterday where he was pretty much like, I'll play wherever they put me. That's the right answer, and I appreciate him for that. But I think we know he wants to play on the left side. Let me know your thoughts on the Jets' offensive line getting a little bit healthier right now. I think that is going to be very, very important going up against Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, and that Chargers pass rush. Like the video before you go. That really helps a lot just to drop a like. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time.